from role player to the face of a franchise. In the last few months, Jordan Poole has had a change of fortune, and he seems to be letting everyone know what he is now capable of since leaving the Golden State Warriors. Anyway, join me as I discuss what the guard said about his new role in the league. No place with the Warriors. For someone who many thought would be Steph Curry's successor in the Golden State Warriors, Jordan Poole's situation was disappointing. After 4 rollercoaster years of trying to fit in with Golden State's title-winning core, he finally proved that he was the deal in their title-winning season, only to lose his place and confidence after Draymond Green punched him in the face. The shooting guard was drafted with the 28th pick in the first round of the 2019 NBA Draft and only managed 8.8 points in 22.4 minutes on 33.3% shooting from the field, including 27.9% from beyond the arc in his rookie season. With Curry and Klay on a team like the Warriors, there sure wasn't any chance for Poole to take their place with that stat, so he was immediately sent to the G League and had to work his way back to the roster. Even when Klay Thompson tore his Achilles tendon during his recovery from a knee injury and was ruled out of the entire 2020-2021 season, he had to compete with the likes of Kelly Oubre Jr., Michael Mulder, Damian Lee, and Kent Bazemore for the shooting guard position. Anyway, against all odds, he finally became the Golden State Warriors' starting shoot guard in the 2020-2021 season, and he made sure to fill the void left by Klay Thompson. In the last 36 games of the season, he averaged 14.7 points on 43.3% shooting from the field and 35.4% from the three-point line. By the time Klay Thompson recovered for the 2021-2022 season, he made that season his breakout season. Jordan Poole averaged 18.5 points on 44.8% shooting, 4 assists and 3.4 rebounds per game, and finished the season with the highest free throw percentage in the league during the regular season, hitting 92.5% from the line. Draymond Green was so much in awe of his talents that he acknowledged he was already as valuable to the Warriors as Steph and Klay Thompson. Backs against the wall, needed to get the win. Someone needs to step up in that moment and get us over the finish. Steph and Klay was on the floor, but who took on the role? Jordan took on the role. In doing that, what that did was it allowed everyone else to gain confidence in him. I don't just have to go look for Steph. I don't have to look for Klay. Let's go to Jordan. That's a very, very, very powerful tool to have, Draymond Green said. In the postseason, he became the 16th player in NBA history to score at least 25 points in each of his first 3 career playoff games. And his 86 total points are the second highest by a player in his first 3 postseason games, surpassed only Wilt Chamberlain's 106. Is there no doubt that Jordan Poole played a big role in the Warriors' 2022 NBA championship win? Sadly, while many would hope that he could only get better from there, that wasn't the case the next season, and the reason is no news to any NBA fan. The very moment Draymond's punch landed on Poole's face, Poole paid the price and his career with the Warriors went south. His performance in the 2023 postseason was nothing short of a disappointment, and it didn't take long before he had to face the reality that he had no place with the Warriors. Doubts on his ability. With no place for him on the Warriors roster, Jordan Poole has since found his way to the Washington Wizards, a team that is actively constructing a new roster after losing Bradley Beal. In a trade that sent Chris Paul to the Warriors, Jordan Poole landed in Washington, and with the Wizards, Poole, for the first time in his NBA career, gets to be a main player and a go-to option than he ever did with the Warriors. In Washington, Poole is number 1 on the call sheet. He's the highest paid player, the go-to scorer. Unfortunately, his arrival has raised concerns about whether he can actually lead the team. According to scouts and NBA analysts, he is just a scorer and one with a high turnover rate. He has a record of being a liability in defense, and has the tendency to take every shot available, much to the frustration of his teammates.
Vincenzo better look, Poole, and shot it over everything. Shot selection as Poole lost the handle. As Poole lost the Poole spinning over 2 defenders and shot it over everything. Over 2 defenders.
There's no doubt that he will put up some great numbers on a bad team. The question many are wondering is if he can actually carry the Washington Wizards. Can he make them contenders in the Eastern Conference? It is important to understand that in just 6 months, Jordan Poole has gone from a potential star to a liability and now to the face of the franchise that is actively rebuilding. Can he handle all of that when he couldn't even handle being a member of a dynasty? Anyway, the shooting guard seems to be aware of all these doubts and questions And you can only imagine what was his response. What do you think he said? Keep watching to find out. Performance this season. If you ever watched Jordan Poole play, then you will know getting buckets has never been his problem. So it's no surprise that he hit the ground running immediately after he joined the Warriors. His preseason outing against the New York Knicks gave a preview of his potential. At the half, Poole had a whopping 29 points on 8 of 14 shooting from the field and 4 of 8 three-pointers. In just 27 minutes, Poole scored 41 points on 10 of 19 shooting from the field and 6 of 12 shooting from deep. From a scoring perspective, Jordan Poole was raining buckets. Unfortunately, the Toronto Raptors pounced on him in the following game, limiting him to 7 points on 1 for 15 shooting in 20 minutes. And one can possibly agree that that's the price of being a team star player. Anyway, in his first 4 games this season, he has scored a total of 69 points, but his efficiency has been an issue. Jordan Poole is averaging 18.7 points on 38.5% shooting from the field and 21.7% shooting from beyond the arc. His best scoring game so far this season has also been his worst field goal percentage. Against the Memphis Grizzlies, he recorded 27 points on 34.8% shooting and 33.3% from the arc. Nonetheless, he still has more time to develop his game and his shot selections, but there's no denying that he has set in well in just 4 games, trailing only Kyle Kuzma in scoring on the roster. Whatever the case, there are still many who doubt if he has what it takes to lead a team, and now, Jordan Poole has responded to them. Resurgence. Warning to the NBA. Since joining the Washington Wizards, Jordan Poole has acknowledged that he has been preparing for this kind of opportunity his entire life. "I feel prepped. It's the best way to put it," he said. "I kind of been almost preparing for this my entire life. I'm coming from a situation of an organization where it's so much all the time. Media, scrutiny, noise, just 24/7, highest level of basketball. And I passed that class. 4 years, you pass that course, you learn so much over those 4 years. And now we got a new course. We got new classes. We're enrolled into a new situation." According to the shooting guard, he wants to be the center of change for Washington basketball and is looking to prove that he is one of the best in the league. There were even reports that over the summer, Poole began to watch Navy SEAL training videos studying how admirals lead their troops into battle. And a month before training camp opened, Poole teamed up with Kuzma to lead a minicamp at the Wizards facility. In just a few months in Washington, he has assumed a leadership role and is hoping to take the Wizards to the top seed in the Eastern Conference. Poole is, however, not mistaken about how the season would go, because if we're being completely honest, a projected starting lineup of Poole, Tyus Jones, Corey Kispert, Danny Avdija, and Daniel Gafford is not winning many games. Nonetheless, Poole's path to reinvention coincides with a new beginning in Washington, and the shooting guard is trying his hardest to make the most of it. After all, he has learnt at the highest level how to lead a franchise from Steph and Clay, who did the same with the Golden State Warriors. What people think about his new role? The Washington Wizards general manager Will Dawkins has since noted that he is excited to have Jordan Poole on the team.
Yeah, I would say we are excited to have Jordan. I think you used the right word. With Jordan, again, I think I mentioned it before, his career arc and trajectory is still going up. And from all accounts, how he handled everything that was thrown at him at Golden State with the professionalism and the character and like the substance to get through all that stuff, you want to be around people like that. And he continued to improve and continue to work. And his story, again, isn't everything was handed to me. He had to go get it. So when you have players like that that are young, want to get better, and have been around winning, you want to go after those kind of guys.
He, however, clarified, though, that he expects Poole to make more thoughtful shots this season, a thing Wizards coach Wes Unseld Jr. agrees with. In any case, they both agree that he needs to be aggressive and that his make-or-miss shots will undoubtedly increase defensive pressure and benefit his teammates. His teammate, Kyle Kuzma, also spoke up and urged him to strive for consistency and improve others. With him, it's all about being consistent and making others better, because we know he can score, and we need him to score, night in, night out, because there's going to be a huge emphasis, but doing it consistently, those things matter, Kuzma said. Anyway, after all he went through with the Warriors these last few months, many NBA fans are already expecting him to play without restraint. One user said, "Can't wait to see JP to unleash his full potential in DC." And another saying, "He's on his way to being an all-star, wishing Poole the best." We can only hope he can back up his words and be the star many believe him to be. If you enjoyed this video, the next video on your screen is worth your time.